just in case anyone's watching this from the beginning. I suppose I should factor that in, because these always end up on YouTube, and I'm always just fiddling with my phone at the beginning. I mean, I always say it's like a menu, just waiting for the main show to start, but perhaps I should factor in something at the beginning. I'll tell you what, I'll start with a big hello. God, isn't this controversial? And then I'll do the fiddling, which is fair enough, isn't it? Now, I did do the check to see I was in sync, and I tell you something, I was, and now am I in sync? Yes, I am. I'm in sync. This is a sync. Always start with a joke. That's a bit of David Brent for you there. Right, what am I doing? I'm going to do my admin, as I just alluded to. Right, where am I? I'm here. Why am I not? Am I streaming? I am streaming, yeah. Well, why is it not showing up on goddamn Twitch? I'm looking at podcasts. To me, they look the same. In that moment, they don't now. Right, let's just check everything's as it should be. Right, everything's as it should be. And it is. Right, everything's as it should be. And it is. Right, let's share it in that case. Matt J. Davis. Morning there, Matt J. Davis. Excuse me, sorry. Do you mind me talking to you like a cat? I think you quite like it. I think we've had this discussion before, in my mind, at any rate. Right, okay, let's just... do you want to help me write the intro? Okay. Got you up on the TV today. Oh, what's that? What's going on there? Tell me more! Tell me more, please. I like hearing about me on the TV. Right. Do join me for a lava... Shall I do lava special? I'll do that in inverted commas so people know it isn't a typo. It's annoying when you write a joke and someone says, no, that's not how you spell it. Twitch via the TV. Oh, I say. Oh, I do declare. So shall I do something like big? Was that good for the TV? Oh dear, I nearly undid my typing then. Join me for a lather special washing up club. Is that good or is that just embarrassing? Washing up club. Join me for a lather special washing up club. Live. I always like to do that like it's a big deal. Live now on Twitch. And then we paste it, just because that's the kind of guy I am. Oh, hang on, let's do hashtag washing up club first. Hashtag wash. It never remembers me. I have to spell out the whole damn thing. Washing up club. Then we return again. Then we paste. Get lost. Join me for a lather special washing up club live now on Twitch. That's good, isn't it? It's a very strong opening. Tag that. Copy. You know, short and sweet today. For God's sake. Copy. Post. Then we go over to Facebook and we do exactly the same thing. I'm going to say this a few times, Matt J. Davis, so I'll say it to you first. I had a bath on Monday and I got a clogged ear from the bath, which is a bit long, isn't it? So my mum just said, try doing the... Oh, bloody hell, that nearly worked. Oh, well, that cleared it somewhat. Why didn't I do that to begin with? Should have called Mum straight away. I felt that. That's not how you spell whelk. In any form. It's not how you spell a sea whelk. Anyway, sorry. God, what a terrible way to start the day, Dr. Steve. I'm so sorry. Hello, Dr. Steve. That's not how you spell whelk, is it? Whelkwuck. Thank you very much for joining me. Sorry, Dr. Steve. I didn't mean to start off on that note. You spell it how you bloody like. Morning, Wendy. I've got... Oh, it's fixing it. Good old mum. My God, why didn't I tell my mum that before? Yes, sorry, I've got a blocked ear from a bath I had on Monday. I have washed since then. And I just called my mum. She said, oh, just hold your nose and blow. I was like, Yeah, exactly. Someone's tried to do washing up in my ear. Oh, right. Okay. Now, sorry. Right. Welkwak. Today is a beautiful day, and I'm glad to spend it with you. I'm glad to start the day with you. Now, what we're going to do today, this is quite controversial. I'm going to do the recycling first, because there's lots of things that have been there for weeks, and today is the day, with your help, that I'm going to sort that out once and for all. The recycling. I've got things that have been there for weeks. They're not dirty, or like they're just like things that I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. I'll be doing that every so often because I'm going to try and get the water out of my ear canal, as Matt J. Davis said. So let's start off by getting rid of the old washing up and recycling. So I hope you all had lovely weeks. Do let me know what you've been up to. Anything exciting to report, do please let me know. I was watching, I fell down a bit of a Barry from Watford hole. And what I love about him, I have met him very briefly a couple of times, Alex Lowe, but what I love about that voice is it's so different to his normal voice. First time, hey Chris, hello there, you see, I read something out that you've written. Hope you're well, Chris, thank you very much for joining me. So I did a bit of marketing today, and it obviously works because we've managed to drag Chris in. You know, he's one of those guys, long time fan, first time chat. Oh God, I've just spilt water everywhere. First time chatter. Well, lovely to see you, Chris. I hope. Oh, I'm spilling water everywhere. Like the Charlie Chaplin of Washing Up Club. Oh, I wish. Well, I am. I suppose I'm everything of Washing Up Club because it's just me, isn't it? But let's get rid of the now dried washing up. So this is FYI for those of you that don't know. I wash up my recycling so that when it goes to the recycling plant, it's not too disgusting and what's the word? Polluted. So that's why I'm doing it. Yes, I am a good person. We have 4 bins: purple, paper. Oh, hang on. This is interesting. Paper, cardboard, grey, recyclables, black, rubbish, green. Okay, so we have a similar. We have blue sacks for recycling, which is plastic, glass, and all that gubbins. Then we have a brown one for food recycling. Then we have a green one for garden waste, although you have to pay for that. Very confusing. Well, it sounds like you're putting a bin out every day with all those bins. Can you get rid of the water in you by sticking a cotton bud in there? Right in there. No, you see, I did try that. I pre-listened to your advice because it didn't feel like it was all the way down. So I was like, oh, I'll just have a little dig around and we'll get this water out. But what I did was I pushed it in further because I am an idiot. The doctor said you must never. This is what the doctor said when I told her. She said you must never go in your ear with an earbud. I was like, what, never? What if there's wax in there? Because it looks quite disgusting sometimes. She said, no. She said, they're self-cleaning. Ears are self-cleaning. Well, I'll tell you something. They're not. Because I've seen people with the most disgusting ears on the planet. So if they're self-cleaning, they need to get a new cleaner in. Yeah? Am I right? High five. High five to myself. I can't high five myself. I've got stuff in my hand. But you get the idea. So what she said, I said, but some ears are disgusting. I looked at hers and said, yours are fine. I probably wouldn't have said anything if they weren't. And she said, well, you get olive oil drops. So that threw me a bit because olive oil is for cooking. So, but you can get special ear olive oil drops. Ear olive oil drops. So that's what I've got to do. I've got a job tomorrow. Ben, please don't talk your bins down. No trash talk here. Matt J. Davis is off to a flying start there. Seconds after the start of the stream, he gets a ding-a-ling. That's one of the things. Chris, hang on, what are we calling you? Chris H Media. If you fancy doing a quip, you might get a ding. That's what you heard one earlier. You just heard another one. So here we go. Here we go. There's a growing onion here. I don't know why it's moving everywhere. I think Emily means to grow onions. We had a tidy of our garden last... oh, excuse me, sorry. Right, I'm going to try the old blowing... Oh, it seems to be shifting it, you know. A few more of those. Crummy! It's crumb of strawberry shortcake. There she is, crumbing one off. It's lovely to see a crumb, isn't it? Everyone loves a crumb, don't they? Crummy, crumb. Crummy is my wife, Chris. All your bins, all your grins. See, there we go. That's what I'm talking. Now, what a start! He comes in, gets the vibe, and then comes in with a quip. That's for you, Chris. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. How do you feel? How do you feel with your first ding? I'm drinking tea in bed, and Willow is sat guarding me. Well, there we go. She's just painted a picture of what's going on upstairs. And I made the tea, FYI. I know everyone's going, oh, who made the tea? I did. It was me. Me tea. I should have said meaty. And I didn't mean to. I don't like saying words I didn't mean to. I like those jokes, those knock-knock jokes, where you trick someone into saying something saucy or naughty. I like those, that one where you say Spice Girl. If you say Spice Girls in an American accent, it sounds like you're saying, no. If you say Space Ghetto in an American accent, it sounds like you're saying Spice Girls in a Scottish accent, which is weird. I try not to do those every time I see a Scottish person, because it must be irritating to have some English fool saying that, oh, you know what, if you do. But anyway, I'll do it this once. So, Space Ghetto, because it sounds like ghetto. So you try it at home if you want. Now, obviously, I've worked with some lovely Scots on Dinosaur. I don't think I said it once, actually, which is good. Obviously, it's a very good thing to say. But has everyone seen Dinosaur? I've watched it all, and I think it's really good. I think this. Why is that shut? I think the script's really tight. I love it. I've said this before. I even like the episodes I'm not in. Morning, Ben and Wuckers. Knock, knock. Who's there? Is he doing a knock, knock joke, or is he quoting Predator? Knock, knock. Who's there, Chris Hayden? Chris, I won't tell your surname. I don't want to dox you. Twit. Who's there? Twit true. Twit true who? Twit true who? Twit true who? Twit true who? Did I say something about what was that? Twit true. Twit true. Right, I can't. I'm on edge now. At the end of the joke. Ow! Just hurt myself. I'm going to run past a tweet or an X. What do you call X tweets now? For God's sake, exclamations. Why not call them that? That's perfect. And I've got an exclamation. Owl. Twit twee who? That's the punchline. Owl. Owl. Tweets. Yeah, exactly. I like the way you said that. I like the way you said that. Owl! Yeah? Fucking it's an owl, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Chris H. Media. Now, Chris H. Media, I used to work, well, near you, I suppose. Did we work together ever? When I was at the BBC. And you, like many people, myself included, you've left the BBC. What do you do now? Would you like to plug your job? As I plug my sink? Yes. See, this is a difficulty with me. You've said yes, but what have you said yes to? Because I've forgotten. I'm just going to do that nose thing. It feels like I'm shifting it, I hope my ear's not going to burst out live on the stream. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it? Right, before we get started, I'm going to do something a bit controversial. I'm going to have some gazpacho soup. What do you think about that? We have this rather lovely gazpacho soup. Tastes a bit like a Bloody Mary. There you go. I'm a senior lecturer in film and media production at Provincial University. Look at that! We've got Professor Chris in the house. Okay, so I just dropped a glass. I knocked it over, really. So that's interesting. So when you say film, does that mean you do film studies, or is it because you were quite a skilled, filmmaker, aren't you? Like BBC stuff. So do you do film studies like, you know, the Western genre and film noir and stuff like that, or are you more, is it more practical, a practical course? Greetings, just got back from buying washing up gloves. Genuinely. You know what, I think I should maybe... So you wear washing up gloves, but don't you get to feel... Oh, that's a knife. Doesn't it mull that? Now what I'm doing is I'm putting pepper in my gazpacho soup. Is that crazy? Yes, it is! Ugh! Oh, I hurt my throat with that. That's why gazpacho soup is good. And I really enjoy saying gazpacho soup. Always reminds me of Red Dwarf. That was the first time I heard about gazpacho soup when I watched it on Red Dwarf. Right, here it is. All peppered up. Cheers. Oh, it's lovely, that. Looking after the old skin and cuticles. I think... Oh, I just got a big chug of pepper. God. Oh, that's good stuff, though. It's a strange thing to have first thing in the morning. God. Ben, you were superintendent of BBC. Your performance skills were clear to see. All practical film production, filmmaking, factual and fiction. Oh, wow, amazing. Oh, dear. That's very kind, BBC. What? Was I any good at the BBC? Oh, God, I need something up. Excuse me, I've just swallowed a load of pepper floating on top of my gazpacho soup. So I need something to help me with that. Oh, I'm sounding better already, aren't I? But we're not quite there. So we're going to go for the classic ginger shots. That's very kind of you to say, Chris. Am I allowed to push further for specifics? BBC. Why was I good at the BBC? That's very nice to hear. I mean, I always suspected I was, but it's nice to hear. I hadn't really thought about it. Yeah. So that's interesting. So you teach film production. So it's a practical, as you just said. Amazing. So this is my ginger drink. For those of you joining me for the drink along-a-thon. What time is it? 17 minutes past. 17 minutes into the washing up, and we haven't had a bloody thing washed up. Again, cheers. Oh, I think that went down the wrong pipes slightly. Let's do the old nose thing again. I wish I'd spoken to my mum earlier about my nose, my ears. Oh. That felt... I'm going to shift it with that, you know. Right, first things first, which is a kind of... Hello, I'm finally here. Hello! Hello! Ah! Sorry, Lisa, I didn't mean to scream in your ear there. This was leaning against something and it just fell down. So I do apologise about that. Lisa B, now where are you today? You're quite an international person, aren't you? In France or in Spain. It's taken me 20 minutes to get online from France. There she is, France. Bloody 20 minutes. Bloody 20 minutes to get online in France. Yeah, I think Washing Up Club is banned in France. Or they call it Le Club de Washing Up. Just because it's too controversial. I do things in a certain way that in France I believe is frowned upon. That's why. And it's just a theory. Is it a conspiracy theory? Yeah, maybe it is. Bloody internet. That gazpacho is really souped up the stream. Very good. A rare typo, I'll have to say, at the beginning that kind of slightly undermines it. I know you spotted it now, but it's a bit late because it's out there, isn't it? And I'm just joking. Matt J. Davis, there you go. And you get another pity one for starting with a typo. There you go. You're welcome. Right, we've washed that sink. That is one hell of a wash sink. And as I said earlier, what we're going to do is we're going to wash the recycling first, just because it's been really getting up my arse. Not literally. The only thing that goes up there is toilet roll. Ah! I'm a bit jumpy today. Ah! What's missing from this picture? The Washing Up Club theme. Now, Chris H., if you're still here, you are about to witness, via your ears, a very special thing. The Washing Up Club theme. Excuse me, sorry about that. The gazpacho soup has made me a bit belchy. Oh, dear God. Right, here we go. Here we go. I should only say that when we're actually ready to go. Right. Right. Okay. Here we go. This is it. This is your time, people. As I say, first things first, we're going to do recycling. But first, it's Washing Up Club. Washing the grease away. Washing Up Club. Washing the grease away. Washing Up Club. Washing the grease away. Oh, wow, that's hot. Club. Washing Up Club. I might do that thing in films where they turn it up at a cool bit. Club. Kill everything. Washing Up Club. It's too hot. It's water. So as always, that song was by Eyes on Legs, who normally appears when it's on. Like a summoning of a little demon, a little northern demon. Is it? I always used to think it was demoned, but it's not. It's demon, isn't it? So he's not here now, but Eyes on Legs wrote that song. Wonderful. You can find it on all good streaming services, YouTube, Spotify. It's called Washing Up Club, just in case you're confused. So recycling first. So this is a first as well. Ding for Windy. What did Windy do? That pepper went down very gingerly. Very good. Very factual as well. I like that. I'm going to run a tweet past you, or an exclamation. Disgusting. Something that was hiding at the back of the fridge. Being the most disgusting thing on the planet. Oh, God, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So, these things always bother me. Got a bloody window in there. Now, I looked this up. You know, envelopes with windows in. I used to try and take out the window to recycle them, but you don't need to do that because the recycling can handle it. I checked that, but I don't know if that's the same for this kind of thing. So I'm going to take the windows out just to be on the side that is safe. I'm going to try and run a. Oh yeah. So I came up with an idea for a chocolate bar called The Difference, and it's going to be in two parts, like a Twix or a Twirl, and then you can say, should we split the difference? Does that work? Guys and girls, does that work? I think it does. I think it's the funniest thing I've ever said. Thanks, guys. Thanks for saying that, guys. That's lovely. Right, here we go. Just getting rid of the extra bit of paper on here. I'll give that a little squidgle. And then these bits of paper can go in the recycling. This is exciting. I've never done recycling first. I fed the kitten late last night, and she's still got some food left, to be honest. So I'm not going to give her another bit of food until she's eaten that. She's got if she's got biscuits as well. If she doesn't want to eat that, I'm not like a kitten bully. I'd never be a kitten bully. Oh God. All that. So Emily's Dreamies that she made, not Dreamies, that's the cat treat, isn't it? Emily's Sneakies are incredible. You know those or the bar could be called the infinitive. The infinitive. The bar. Split the infinitive. Do you want to split the infinitive? Yep, that's very good. Or the bill. Or the... Yeah, but Very good. I will ding you in a minute, Chris. Chris H Media. Yeah, there we go. So, yes, I have just washed up. Yes, you did see that, right? I did just wash up a bit of cardboard. It's a bit crazy, isn't it, the way I do this? Well, that's me all over. Crazy. Captain Crazy Pants. Captain Crazy Face. This feels good doing this. So that's there's paper in that, but there's also, I'll put that to one side because my hands are wet. My hands are wet, man. Oh, Eyes on Legs has been summoned. Have you seen the cat in Ripley? I've not seen any of Ripley. Is there a cat in there? It's not getting. Does it get killed? I know Ripley's a bit grim, isn't it? What I have watched, I'll tell you now. What I've watched. One episode of Fallout. Oh, bloody hell. We're watching Masters of Air. We're on, just finished episode 4. Really into it. Emily's still watching Below Deck. I have completely gone off it, although this season seems a bit less toxic. It's like, I just find it so stressful to watch. Eyes on Legs, hello there. How are you? Are you excited to be on Washing Up Club? Live on Washing Up Club. Eyes on Legs. Just played your tune. Went down rather well, though I say so myself. Lisa, you mentioned I didn't know I could sing. I don't really. Emily's very supportive because you can sing in that voice when you know you can't really sing. Knock knock. Oh, sorry. Who's there? I got the format wrong there. Knock knock. Who's there? Got to be quick. Dr. Steve. Centipede. Centipede who? Centipede who? Great tune, Eyes on Legs. There you go. Centipede on the Christmas tree. Oh, look at that! The ones I like are quite old. So there's Knock Knock. Does anyone want to join me? Knock Knock. I think I've told this before, so you're going to be very disappointed when you hear it. Oh, sorry. The Human Centipede. The Human Centipede. Oh, God. Washing up cardboard again. What's he like? What's he bloody like, eh? Washing up cardboard? Oh, dear, I don't know. God, blimey. Just let that dry on the radiator. That's good. That feels good. We got that ages ago, that bit of cardboard. I remember that bit of cardboard. Remember it like it was yesterday. Morning. Well, Lisa B says morning. Honestly, this feels so good being able to do this. Doing all the recycling first. It's been bothering me. Been having sleepless nights thinking about it. I can't face it. I just can't face it. It's too much. There's too much to do. No, there isn't. Not when you've got got my assistants. Do you mind me calling you my assistants? It's probably not a good idea to do that. When WUCK becomes a morning TV show, you're getting Eyes on Legs to be the house band. Exactly. Well, of course. Of course. Who else? There's no one else in the running, Eyes on Legs. I'm not like auditioning bands to replace you. It's not going to happen. There's no one else in the running. Okay, Ben, who's there? Oh, right, Arch. Arch is there, that's who. I'll set up the pantry. I'll set up in the pantry. Arch who? Bless you. Hello. Chris used to work at the BBC. Emily, Crumb of Strawberry Shortcake, also used to work at the BBC. Now, when I worked with you, or near you, however we want to word it, you were in White City. Is that right? What the fuck you, man? Badumch. Thank you. The joke's not to be sneezed at. Oh, beautiful. Here you go, little ding there. Right, we've got some baba ganoush that needs to be flicked into the bin. I always hate. The joke's not to be so. I've just read that. It undermines the quip and undermines my authority when I reread comments. White City and TVC, yes. I think, was it White City first and then TVC? Because that's where I met you. There was a kind of production, like an editing department, wasn't there? That was a shame. That was really good days, that, wasn't it? And there was a really good canteen in White City. I used to eat meat then. There was 1 week when I had a roast dinner every day of the week because there was this amazing canteen. Every day, that's crazy. I think it was the week I thought I was leaving the BBC. Oh, I'm never going to get access to this again. So I have a roast dinner every day. And then I'd have a snooze for 2 hours in the afternoon in the toilet, so I didn't really look professional. I was bloody professional. Okay. Look at this. I can't believe how good I'm being. You know, I know I'm blowing my own trumpet slightly, but it's my trumpet. Who's going to blow it? I wonder if blowing your own trumpet came from a trumpet player that was really good trumpet player, but they just didn't want to play his trumpet. Well, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Your recycling is so rubbish. I'm thinking of a show called Dog Borstal. Yes, that's right. That was my first gig at the BBC. I worked on a BBC Three show. Hang on, Windy. Little ding there. A little ding for your recycling is so rubbish. Yes. Dog Borstal series. Did I do one series? I did 1 and a bit series, I think. Yeah, that was quite fun actually. I quite enjoyed that. What's this? A scrub pad. Look at this. I'm seeing bits of the counter I haven't seen for weeks, and it's quite moving. I remember a BBC canteen lunch that included an amazing parsnip mash topped with parsnip crisps. I used to work at the BBC. Did you, Dr. Steve? That's exciting. Right, I'm going to try the old nose blow again. Now we've got do you pronounce these Capri Suns or Capri Suns? I've also worked at the BBC. Look at us, BBC reunited. Now I loved working at the BBC. We were talking about working at the BBC last night actually. Where are all the bloody scissors gone? Grammy, what have you done with the scissors? Grammy, ignore that, they're here. I have no affiliation with the BBC. Yeah, you wouldn't have you. Okay, this is what we're going to do. You got yourself a Capri Sun. I'm going to cut this little bastard out. It's like looks like an art show, doesn't it? There you go. Wash that as well. And we can take this off. Possibly not. I suppose I should cut it off, couldn't I? It's not coming off. Right, let me give this a wash. That's been there for ages. I've been not knowing what to do with that. Make a rocket ship. What was funny? What was funny, Grammy? I also work with. Is that true, Windy? Is this like I'm Spartacus? So I'm watching film. I like to have a few films on the go that I tune into every so often because I can. And I'm watching Son of the Pink Panther, which it was the one that destroyed the franchise basically. Funny when the recycling topped over. Willow has curled up under the duvet next to me. Yes, Beds, Borough Council. Oh, okay. Very good, Windy. So, is this recycling? Because look, okay, with this, there's plastic all the way. This is all plastic, so I don't know if it's recyclable, which is bad because it's vegan. Do you know what I mean? Like, because this plastic film kind of is part of all this as well, so I can't recycle that. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get rid of that. The packaging, the mixed paper packaging is FSC certified, helping to keep forests growing. Does that mean it is recyclable? Ben, you need to see Dr. Steve's previous acronym. Oh, hang on. Oh, can someone tag me in it? I missed it. I'm going to assume that is recyclable because they've made a big hoo-ha about being good with the environment. Can someone must wash up the recycling from bins in cities. Yeah, exactly. Breeding bird sensors. I saw one, like, because I like the BBC. I know it's got its flaws and stuff, like, you know, obviously Jimmy Savile, right? Massive thing like that. But I still like them a lot. They're still, you know, it's not just They do like the British comedy, BBC comedy. It's amazing. But I saw someone did an acronym that was like saying buggering British children. I was like, oh God, that's a bit horrible. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. I've said it now. I don't think that. I saw someone else on some BBC hating post that. British Broadcasting Corporation. Right. Let's get rid of this baba ganoush. And let's have a cough while we're doing it. Have we got a big spoon? Have we got a big spoon? Have we got a big spoon? You like Jimmy Savile? No, I don't like Jimmy Savile. Of course not. Although that was a cracking theme tune, wasn't it? Ah! I'm tethered. No, creepy weirdo. He was the interview with Louis Theroux. He was fucking weird, wasn't he? Yeah, he was always a weirdo, which means if you look like a weirdo, you probably are a weirdo. I'm just joking. I shouldn't say that, just in case anyone looks like a weirdo. I think this baba ganoush would have been good, you know. Too late now. It's been binned. Tum titty tum. So there's no kitten today. She's curled up with Crummy. So if you're wondering, if you're missing the kitten, it's all Crumb's fault because she's kind of hijacked her by being too cosy. Yeah, all right. Well, while I'm doing this, I'll tell you what. So my week, no auditions, but I did get water in my ear, so that counts as an audition in my books. No, the water in the ear kind of threw me because it was. I felt like I had flu for a bit, a couple of days. Who is your agent? Yeah, thank you for the laugh. Who is your agent? I'm with Vivian Claw. My agent is the lovely Cheryl Hayes. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, no, I'm just joking. She's not. She might be a lurker. I don't think she is. Right, okay, so tell me, I just want everyone to confirm that they've watched Dinosaur, please. Has anyone, all right, let's do it the other way around. Has anyone not watched Dinosaur? I'm in 4 episodes. Right, what are we going to do with this? Is this a sauce? Oh, it looks horrible. Now, sauces. No. Right. Oh, you're in France. Well, when you come back to England, to Angleterre, please check out Dinosaur. It's on BBC iPlayer. Chris, Mr. Newbie Chris, have you watched Dinosaur? Yes, I'm watching Cardboard again. Yes, it's a brilliant script. I'm allowed to say that because I didn't write it. And I'm in 4 episodes, and it was such a fun gig, and I loved the writing. And I think it was, for me, quite an important gig. I caught the last 10 minutes by accident last night. You were a phone voice again. Yes, that's right. Well, eyes on legs. You need to buck your ideas up and watch the rest of it. Come on now. Come on, that would be like me playing half washing up club. All right, this one. Oh God, we were quite. Can I say what we did last night regarding the pizza? Honestly, it felt like we were in a film. Am I allowed to say, Crumb? I don't know why I wouldn't be, but I thought I'd better check with Crumb if I'm allowed to do something. Wife on legs, watch without me. Wife on legs. Goodness me. Did Wife on Legs have good things to report back? Okay, so we've got a few more bits of recycling to do. What time have we got? 38. And then I'll do some proper washing up. I know I've been teasing you with a proper washing up. It's coming up. Don't you worry. Chris H. It's not always like this. Normally I do the washing up first and the recycling comes in at the end. So, you know, probably not that different, really, I suppose, in many ways. Right, let's get that. Now, Chris, am I right in thinking that one of your children has gone into TV production? That's good, isn't it? In the blood, you know, TV production in the blood. She loved it. I think M&S Plant Kitchen is all 100% recyclable from what I can tell. Oh, thanks very much, Crummy. Appreciate that. And can I say what we did with the pizza last night? Crummy. We had these were very nice, actually. Yes, re-pizza. Okay, so we were coming back from a party, of which I'll tell you more in a minute, and it was about 10:30, and we were about 40 minutes away from home. I've been talking to someone about a pizza. I was like, oh, I really fancy a pizza. And fortunately for me, Crummy also really fancied a pizza. So we were like, what time does the pizza place shut? 11 o'clock. We're going to get back about 11:10. What are we going to do? Crummy, this was my suggestion. Or we both came to it. I don't know why I'm saying it was my suggestion. We had the idea to call the pizza place, explain our scenario, which is we're on the way home, we won't be back until 11:10, and say, can you drop the pizza off outside our house? It felt like something from a movie. Don't worry, we'll pay for it now. Just drop it off. I owe you some money for that, by the way. We'll just drop it off. Just drop it off outside the house. So we got home, 11:10, 5 past actually, it was a bit quicker. There was a pizza outside our house for us. Very exciting. It felt a bit risky, you know. What if a cat ate it? What if a fox ate it? What if we'd forgotten we'd ordered a pizza and stamped on it? How does that sound? Does it sound exciting? It's just like straight from a movie. Not a very exciting movie. Yeah, awful movie, of course, but, you know, a movie nonetheless. Right, here we go. Oh, God, I'm so inspiring, aren't I? Madness! That's right, Dr. Steve. Ow! Oh, that went under the nail. That little bastard. Oh, I hope that's not going to... I think I withdrew it quick enough. That's what she said. I'm allowed to say that I'm not copying Chatterbix when they say that's what she said. I'm copying The Office. We chatted on to a YouTube expert last night, and he said we should do a Washing Up Club stream on YouTube as well. What do people think? That's a very good idea. Yeah. If I was to do a stream on YouTube instead of here, it wouldn't make any difference to you, would it? I suppose it would just be me doing Washing Up Club via YouTube, and then it would just stay there, wouldn't it? Because it ends up on YouTube. Anyway, I've got a madness song in my head now, because Dr. Steve said madness. Oh, yeah. Does anyone know about, like, Dr. Steve? Have you ever streamed on YouTube? Is it different? Is it scary? Right, this is quite pleasing because it's all perforated edges. Emily makes these. We've decided to call them sneakies, where it's dates with vegan chocolate. That's what she said on Mandy too. Well, okay. I mean, technically I didn't. It was Diane. But yes. But it's from The Office, isn't it? I like saying it for things that aren't sexy, that are just a bit like, what do you mean? Like, I like your socks all, that's what she said. No, that could be something that she did say, couldn't it? I like saying it when there is no innuendo. So you haven't streamed on YouTube. I might give it a try at some point. I might do a bit of research and then give it a ruddy try. Would you still join me? Join me? No. Oh no. I think hopefully you're answering another question. So these are lovely. I hope you like the look of this packet, because I've got 3 to wash. So you're going to watch. It's difficult to say watch and wash. You're going to watch me wash 3. Yes. I lose track of my questions. Dr. Steve, when are you streaming next? Dr. Steve is a fantastic streamer. Very emotional streams. He always ends up crying at the end. It's a proper journey for Dr. Steve. Literally, sometimes. He's flying a plane at the moment, aren't you? Right, let's have a look. And Boggingtons, are you streaming again? If you're there, no worries if you're not, of course. Dr. Steve, are you streaming tonight? Oh, so those of you that like documentaries, first of all, have you seen The Jinx? Which is an incredible documentary. If not, please watch it now. It's the best documentary I've ever seen. I think that's fair to say. YouTube streaming would possibly increase viewers with notifications, etc., but Twitch is a different vibe. Yeah, that's true. Like, would I be able to have the comments? That's true, isn't it? Because it's a completely different format. I might make a complete balls up of it. Yes. Chris. Doc, are you a professor? Professor Chris? First made popular in the 1970s on US television show Saturday Night Live by Chevy Chase. The phrase, "That's what she said." Oh, I see. I didn't know it dated back that far. That makes sense for the character Michael Stott, doesn't it? That he'd be quoting a classic comedy thing, because that's what he'd do, isn't it? That's very interesting. That's what she said. Well, that's good that Chevy Chase came up with that. By all accounts, a bit of a monster. Hello, I was washing up. How are those new gloves, Boggingdons? Those new washing up gloves. What was I going to say? I was going to ask something important. What was I about to say? I felt like I was on the brink of saying something really interesting. Oh, bloody hell, my memory flits, you know. Good, thanks. That's what she said. No, it wasn't that. It was streaming. Streaming on YouTube. Oh, it's gone. Bloody hell, how annoying. My terrible memory. We need to make sure loyal viewers from here have higher status than newbies on YouTube. You were going to ask me something. Oh, yes. Okay, so Dr. Steve, you teach film. Not Dr. Steve, I'm so sorry. Dr. Chris. Dr. Chris, are you a doctor? Are you a doctor? Sorry. I'm my real name on YouTube. Because Emily and I have made some award-winning short films on iPhone. We made and edited them, and they've won awards. I was nominated for a Writers Guild of Great Britain for one of my short films. Is that worth showing to your class? Say, look, this is what you could do if you apply yourself. I think that's what my dad used to say to me. What does that mean? Not an application. I was northern when I was younger. So I can send you through those short films if you want to see. We've made 3, a trilogy. First one is the best. Clap, clap, that's amazing. No. I can't remember what you're saying no to, Dr. Steve, but I'm sure it's something very important. Okay, I'm really happy with the way this is going. Now, have a think about this. This is a sauce that's gone off. As you can see, there's a bit of movement in there. Should it go down the sink or in the recycling bin? Yes, your films are worth showing, definitely. Also, a guest speaker slot, surely. Oh, yeah, I'd love that. I've never done that. That's always been kind of... I want to be asked back by my school, you know. So if you're watching, Mr... I can't remember my old headmaster's name. Okay, as he's probably, you know, sadly no longer with us, I expect. He was very unfit man. I'm just joking. I'm sure he was fine. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's watching now, going, "Oh, you little turd, you little turd." Right. Well, I'll send them over. And Emily was the director. Maybe she'd be a better guest speaker, or maybe we could come in as a duo. Look at that crumb. Just got us a professorship. Right, how old is it? How long has this been here? Okay, so this was best before. This is so nice. I want one of these now. And I'm just washing one up. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, let's get rid of this. Oh, it's time to do the ear pop again, I think. I will do that once I've washed up this bit of cardboard. Yes, double acts. Yeah, well, Emily directed. And yeah, each one's only a minute, so we could show them and then have a talk about them. Or not. I think Crumb would be good at that. But yes, Chris H. Media, please watch Dinosaur. It's a really good script. Well, in fact, all of you, if you haven't watched Dinosaur, please give it a watch. It's absolutely, the script is so amazing. All the performers are good. And it was a lovely gig. And I feel, for me, quite an important one, because Cockfields was amazing, but unfortunately not many people saw it. So this is it was still a gig where I was regular character for 10 episodes, you know, learning lots of lines and staying in character and all that. So really good learning process, and also proved that I could do it, hopefully. Would you like a strawberry? Yes, there we go, Wendover Horn. Born and bred in Cheshire, he is. Am I right? Are you sure you wouldn't like a strawberry lace? So did you like that one? Did you like that? Ah! Sorry about the screaming. Sorry to be melodramatic. Just got a bit excited there. Yeah, so it was an important one for me just because it was another kind of recurring character role. Dinosaurs in 2 eps, it will gain a bit of traction. I hope so, yeah. It's good. Very good script. Very good script. Very interesting topic as well. I like the relationship between the sisters a lot. I like all the relationships. Really good. I'm looking forward to putting it on my show reel. Well, I'm very pleased with that. That was a bloody... So what shall I do with this? Down the sink or in the recycling? I think down the sink might clog the sink. So I'm going to put it in the recycling, but then I might have a sloppy recycling bag. But thank you very much, Chris. Chrissy H. Right, I'm putting it in here. Yeah, I made the right decision. Sometimes the recycling bin is the most disgusting thing on the planet. Do you know what I mean? It makes me feel sick looking at it. I mean, I empty it regularly. This looks all right. Why am I throwing this away? Are you getting the sound? Blub, 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 blub. Well, that went really well. Very happy with that. It's going to explode when I pick it up and empty it, though. Give this a bit of a... I thought it was a very clever script and a real good... Yes, it was, wasn't it? All the best. Got to go, I presume. Thanks for the welcome. See you soon. Yes, lovely to see you, Dr. Chris. Thanks for popping by. Sorry, I've dribbled into the water then. It's okay, it's just recycling. Have a good rest of the day. I never know when to stop saying goodbye. It's probably long gone. Long gone silver. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Wendover Horn. So, last night I went to a party and Diane was there. It was lovely to see Diane and Michelle from Mandy and, what's her name? Sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's very rude. Chia was there. It was lovely to see them all. I didn't get to chat to everyone as long as I would have liked to. It was just up the road, but it wasn't just up the road because we had to use public transport and it took us forever to get there. I think I just cleaned that. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's brilliant. Watercolour. What medium are you using to paint? Who's painting? I missed that. Elvis Gisley, so sorry. And Connie Huck, who I knew a bit from BBC days. Yes, very nice. Okay, so that... Oh, no, right. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the cat tins. Cat tin washer-upper. Kind of, I didn't do a good job of that. I did not do a good job of that at all. So we've not had any... Oh, there's that. So this has been very productive. You guys have helped me. You guys and girls have helped me with this. Watercolour's so hard. Well, I find watercolours rather easy. I don't really. She was on Blue Peter. She was. Here we go. We've got some tins, but not as many as we've had in the past, which is a good thing. Yeah, so Masters of Air. If you haven't seen Masters of Air, bloody good. My God. Really like it. I heard it wasn't as good as Band of Brothers in the Pacific, but I don't think it's as good as Band of Brothers. But then what the hell is? Yeah, she's married to Charlie Brooker. She was. So I know Charlie Brooker very, very vaguely. I'd love to be in something with him, or something that he wrote. So this is washing up one. Okay, here we go. The tins are not speaking today. We're not going to get any answers from the tins. I keep meaning to do that. I blocked my ear. Wendover Horn, born and bred in Chesham. When I had a bath earlier, so I went to Gladstone Surgery, and they recommended some stuff to spray in my ear, but I'm a bit worried about doing it in case I block it further, or it hurts. Or it hurts. Right, so let's do that nose thing. Excuse me. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Oh, it feels like I'm making progress with that. Oh. Right, what time is it? 54. Oh, we might just do. This might just be a recycling one. You know, I think it might be. So that's exciting. If we just do. I used to go to Gladstone Surgery. Night out, eh? Night out with the lads. Gladstone Surgery. Oh, why are we here? Why are we here? It's a bloody surgery. This is madness. Why do you not go to Gladstone Surgery anymore? You weren't abusive to the receptionist, were you? I'm just joking. So, when we went to Marlow, which is in theory not too far, but in actuality is bloody miles away. But it's lovely. Marlowe's amazing. I got spotted in the in the Sainsbury's. We popped into Sainsbury's on the way to the party, and I had my sunglasses on, not because just because it was sunny, basically, no other reason. And this guy came up to me and he said, "You know what I'm going to say, don't you?" I was like, "Oh no, what?" And he said, "I saw you offering to burn someone's poo." And I had to be honest, I didn't know he was going to say that in the slightest. So I said, "Oh yes, well spotted." And they said, "And then you cut up your own poo, didn't you, in another thing?" That was the Cockfield. So the first thing was the hidden camera thing that I did, which is that's interesting to be recognised from that, because that's like yeah, I'm surprised that was the one that he spotted me from. But that was good. I like it when that happens, and it always happens when Emily's not around. But she was around. She saw it. She witnessed my celebrity, which was great. Didn't want a picture. Just back as 50 classic cars just went by the front door, and I had to go out and wave at them. Did they wave back? You know what? I love waving. And I'm not joking. When I used to go running, I haven't been running for a while. I used to love waving at people, just to I'd either wave or nod. I quite like nodding up, because if you see two people, you can nod up and then nod down. You know what I mean? Two people. If you're running through two people, nod up for one, then nod down for one. I love it. But yes, they waved and I smiled and waved at everyone. You sound like a child. Yes, they waved and I smiled and waved at everyone. No, I'm just joking. It's good. Good for you. Start the bloody morning with a wave. There's a lot of cars. We saw a classic car yesterday. Must be an event. Well, Lisa is in France. Crumb. They think I'm the crazy English lady. Well, let me tell you something. They're not wrong. You are. You're crazy bananas. So when are you back in Angleterre? And are you going to be doing some improv classes, did you say? Where are you in France? We don't say the exact address, but you could do like clown courses or something. Have you ever thought about doing a clown course? I did a clown course once. I quite enjoyed it. Very good teacher. I think I've mentioned before, I wasn't sure when he was genuinely telling us off or trying to provoke more clowning. No, I hate clowns. I'm back in a week. Well, it's not like like Borat. He's a clown. You know, that kind of thing. Like, you can take elements from it for performance. Perform-I, as I call it. No one understands what I'm talking about. Maybe I shouldn't call it that. Right, I'm going to do the nose blow again, because I made a significant... I just don't want my head to explode live on stream. Oh dear. Because at this party last night, I couldn't really hear everyone. And for some reason, I'm speaking quieter. Were you in Alan Partridge's Cizzadal? Yes, I was. It's David. This is store manager David Paul. It's on my show reel. It's the first thing that used to be the first thing on there. So I had an afternoon improvising with Steve Coogan. It was in 2016, I think, but it's still like a major thing for me because he's such a legend. The script was amazing, and then they improvised a lot, and some of the scripts, yeah, it was amazing. I love Partridge. Aha! It was incredible. There was lots of stuff that a little behind the scenes information. Have I got everything? Oh, look at that. He only laughed once. He broke character once. He was talking about he took over the tannoy, the Tesco tannoy that I was in charge of. I allowed him to, as he was a visiting celebrity, I allowed him to use the tannoy, and he was talking about a human stool that was found in B&Q, and then he laughed. So that was brilliant. Right, well, I think that's probably enough, isn't it? I haven't done any proper washing up. This has been Washing Up Club Recyc. He's big mates with Rob Brydon, who I'm a big fan of. Oh, didn't you see him? Was he good? I imagine he was. Didn't you see him live or something when they were home? Didn't Chesham have a good result football-wise? Just ding the bell for Chesham. Dinging the bell for Chesham, okay? Right, well, I'm going to bring this to an end. He was fab. I'm sure he was. Very good. Big fan of Rob. I don't think I've met Rob Brydon. So, turn it down. Get it down. Get it down. So, we've come to the end of another Washing Up Club, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my bottom, which I suppose is the top of my leg, that you've come along today. Thank you very much indeed. I'm about to let the water out. The water of the sink is a metaphor for this week. So it's over. Water's going down the sink, and any problems you were harbouring, forget about them, because we've got a new start tomorrow. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then do please subscribe to me on Twitch. It's This Is Greensville. That's me. This is Greensville, and you can watch this live. It's been brilliant. Happy Sunday. Thank you very much, Lisa B. Have a great week all. I'll see you here next week, and I'm going to be streaming The Forest, which has really got its hooks into me. Oh my God. Kitten says meow. Oh, kitten, I missed the kitten. Now that's acting. And if you haven't watched Dinosaur, buck your ideas up and watch it, please. I kind of retreated from the aggression there towards the end. Did you notice? So, I advise Obos oil for your ears. Okay. Right, I've heard of that. My mum calls it oil of Obos, I think. Which makes it sound quite fantasy-like. Oil of Obos. Oil of Obos. Gonna watch it now. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, it's on BBC iPlayer. But if you've got access to it, say no more. Let's have a little bit of a dance. We're coming to an end. Maybe shake this loose in my ear. Walk towards. Walk away. Woo! Washing Up Club. And he dances, triple threads. Singing wise, I like The Carpenter. It's very good, Ben, and it's great. Oh, thank you very much. Watch my POW film and tell me if I should do VO work. There we go. Yes. Make sure you watch Crummie's POW film, please. I think she posted the link in the Discord, but she can post it again if you want. Always end on a cough, and then clear your throat. All right. See you next week. Have a lovely week, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye.